Hello my friends and welcome back to my channel. Today on Kitchen Yetu, I'll be showing you how I make this classic treat called meat pies. It is so yummy. It has a flaky crust. You can make it ahead of time. I do actually enjoy it for breakfast, for lunch, for dinner. And yeah, let's get started. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell so that you'll be notified next time I upload a video. Now let's get started. For the ingredients, I'll be using some diced carrots, potatoes, red onions, minced garlic, and I'll show you the seasoning I'll be using for this recipe later on in the video. And I'm also going to use some ground turkey. Now it really depends on you. If you prefer, you can do ground beef, minced meat, or you can do ground chicken. So I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of oil in my pot on medium heat, and I'm going to begin to lightly brown my onions. Next, I'm adding in the fresh garlic. Go ahead and mix it real well. Followed by the ground turkey. I'm gonna go ahead and start it real well and cook it until all that pink color disappears. Now that my meat is well cooked, I'm gonna start by adding a seasoning. I have some cayenne pepper, some cumin, some paprika, some thyme, and salt. I'm going to go ahead and mix that real well, and after a few minutes we are going to start adding our vegetables. The first thing that goes in is the carrots, and right immediately is the potatoes, and I'm going to cook it down until it's well cooked. So I'll just stir it around first. Check for salt. If it's not enough, you can add it at this point, and we're going to cover the lid and let it cook. So after a few minutes, I'm going to check and see if our potatoes are cooked. And it should be at this point. So I'm going to go ahead and sprinkle in some all-purpose flour, and I will quickly mix it really well until all that flour disappears. Now the reason for this is just to provide that thickening agent to our meat pie so it can make it stable once we start filling. Alright, so I'm giving you just a close-up look of how the mixture now looks because of the flour. And just to cook it down, I'm going to lower the heat and cook it for another 5 minutes. Now that we are done making that yummy filling, let's go ahead and make the pie dough. Now making the pie dough from scratch is not difficult at all. You need 2 cups of all-purpose flour. To eat, I'm going to add just a pinch of salt as well as some nutmeg for flavor. I'm going to go ahead and just mix the dry ingredient first. For a flaky crust, I'm going to go ahead and add 3 tablespoons of cold butter. Now is the time to mix everything together. So first I'm creating a crumbly texture. After incorporating the butter into my flour mixture, it should look something like this. So now I'm going to go ahead and beat 1 egg in a different bowl, and I will be adding this to the mixture just like this. After which I'm going to begin to add a little bit of water at a time. We're going to start kneading the dough. I'm going for a soft dough. So keep on kneading until we get to that soft dough. And it should look something like this. So I'm going to go ahead and set it aside. This is the fun part. So I'm going to go ahead and sprinkle some flour onto a clean surface, and I'm going to begin to divide the dough into 2 equal parts, and then I'll divide the other half into 3 or 4 parts, just as you see here. In this video, I will be showing you 2 ways on how you can make your pie. The first one is just to take one of the pieces, and I'm going to fold it inward, as you can see, to make it into a circle. I'm going to sprinkle some more flour, and I'll begin to roll it into a circle. Once I get into this desired shape, I'm just going to use a random bowl in my kitchen. You can use whatever you have. I'm just trying to go for a perfect circle, so I'm going to cut it just as you can see here. And remove the excess dough, and there you go, we have a flat circle. So in that, I'm going to begin to fill it with our yummy filling. I'm just going to put it in the center as best as I could, and all you do is fold the other half to the other, and that's it. Just straighten it out, and I'm going to use a fork, like the back of the fork, to create ridges on it, just like you see there. This is actually sealing our pie so it won't burst open when it's baking. So simple. On to the second method. So what I'm going to do is just quickly flatten my dough once again, but I'm going to be using a dough press, as you can see on your screen now. Now you can purchase this, I believe, in Amazon. I will try to link up where I bought mine. It comes in different shapes, and you can just make fruit pies, meat pies, such as this. And it's just a wonderful gadget and a fun thing that you can have in your kitchen. So I'm going to fill it up in the middle again, and I'm going to go ahead and press it. And this actually saves a lot of time. Once I take it out, let me show you how it looks like. A perfect pie every time. And again, I said, don't worry if you don't have this gadget. Just use the first method that I showed you. No need to not have a pie because of that, right? Anyway, now I am lining up my pie in a baking tray. As you can see, there's a lot of flour. What I'm going to do is just go ahead and brush it off with some oil. But in the meanwhile, I am giving my pies an egg wash. I just beat some egg, and I'm using my brush to brush on top of it. And this will actually give you some golden brown color. And it's ready now to go to the oven. Finally, the pies are now ready, and the aroma is so heavenly. I hope you get to try it, and it's so flaky and golden brown. And yes, I can't wait to take a bite of this. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this type of video, give it a quick thumbs up. Comment below, let me know what your thoughts is in regards to this video. I'll see you on the next video.